Hey there guys, welcome to another video. My name is Sparkman. I don't know why I always have to say that. I was saying my name is Benjamin for a while, but yeah, I think there is another guy out there called Benjamin. And my name is not Benjamin anyways. Sparkman. Well, my name is not really Sparkman, but I think you get the point. Okay, so let's get started. If you're watching this live, welcome to the live stream. And if you're watching this later, hello. How you doing? Okay, so let's get started. Last night I posted a video. Actually, it was a live stream about this. This is the Save the Cat script. Okay, and we changed his hair last night, and I showed you basically what this game does. So yeah, so we're gonna take some of this code today, and we are going to apply it to something else, or maybe even make the same game. Okay, if you want to get the same the source code you can always get it at the new Wootik. I think I don't know. I installed this script last night. This allows you to download the script, and this is one of those. This is one of those name your price websites. Okay, so basically you can contribute to the site by simply downloading the source code. Oh, what is this? Google has a new doodle. What is this here? Who's this guy? Dula Ikiano? Fight for civil rights. A black guy. Yeah, no one should be a slave. Okay, unless that you choose to. I mean, like if you locked into a cell phone contract, okay, then you should be a slave to the company, you know. But because you chose to take the cell phone contract, okay. But just because, yeah, probably not a good idea. Alright, so yeah, so read the fine print when when you take a cell phone contract, okay? Always read the fine print. I can't see the comments here on the side, but if I went over here to the right, it's the top right corner. You can see that you can see your comments live there. If you have anything to say, you can paste it on the screen there. So let me just try it out now. I'm going to say something dumb like hello world or something. Hello world. There you go. That's a classic. Okay, so maybe keep Google open. We are going to need Le Google for this. And yeah, so this is the script I created, and the reason I put it on the store is because I actually made this one. Okay, the rest of the scripts I cannot distribute them because they are property of the game creators. That's kind of like not legal to do. All right. But this code here is fine. If you make your own code, you can do whatever you want with it. And once you get the source code, it's yours. Okay. So yeah, so let's do some work on this today. Let me just maybe we can make a new project, and we can call this. What can we call this? Let's give it a name. We can call this Frogger clone or something like that. Maybe not Frogger. I really just want to show you an example of how to wrap around the screen. So I guess let's call it just super example. There we go. Very creative name. Super example. Okay, so this is what you get when you first create a project. Okay, so let's run this. Now, one thing I like about the AGK is that you don't actually have to pay for exporters. Okay, so if you wanted to export this to Android, you can do it without paying $100 or sometimes $300. Excuse me. I have to cough every so often. That's funny. Oh yes, we have to upload more GDevelop stuff. GDevelop is great because it's a program that allows you to create games without programming, and it's free. Now, the only downside of GDevelop I found is exporting to Android. Okay, there's a little bit of a work around it, but it's still possible. I actually uploaded a couple of test apps to my Google Play Store, and you can see them if you went to Sparksoft. Okay, so actually let me just show you that right now before we start with the Blue Fox. Where is it? BlueStacks. Here it is. I love this program. It's like having a cell phone inside your computer. Let's see. Let's upload these. Oh, this is going to take 40 seconds to open. Waiting for that to open. Take your time there, BlueStacks, but I suppose it's loading an entire operating system, which is kind of crazy. Good thing this computer is fast. Well, it used to be fast, and now there are faster computers now. Waiting for these. He said 40 seconds. It's been like 5 minutes already. Okay, so let's go to a Sparkshaft. And if you want to try any of my mobile games, you can simply download BlueStacks, and you can try them out on your PC, or you can simply download them to your mobile device. Okay, why is this not searching for Sparkshaft? It's taking its sweet time. Let's go to my apps here again, and there we go. You finally found it. Sometimes it's a bit slow. I don't know why. Okay, so here it is. You can see that I have a few games uploaded to the Google Play Store. I took down all my games from the Apple Store because they charge you $99 a year, okay, which I don't agree with that. I don't want to pay anything. I paid $25 for the to be able to upload to the Google Play Store, and it's been great. Okay, so here is one of the tests, and where is the other test? The kangaroo game. Where is it? But anyway, I think you get the point. There is one here. It's a test app. And this was made in GDevelop. Let me just open this. Close the ad. And you can see that it works. It's a bit choppy, I don't know why, but it works. I posted a video how to do this. I will leave a link down in the description below when this live stream is over. Okay, so let's close BlueStacks for now. Yes, we want to close it. Alright. So let's get back to this. Let's change the size of this to a more friendly size. What will be, I think, 1280 by 720. That's like a standard size for a cell phone these days. Let's see, maybe that's a little too big. Yeah, that's kind of like big. Let me open Le Photoshop here, and I don't actually need that right now. Look at there, that's the title. That was that's the thumbnail. So if you scale this and you check the constraint proportions checkbox, you should be able to reduce the size of this. So let me set this to 720. Okay, so that gives me 405 for the height. So let's do that. 720. Just zoom in a little bit here. 720 by 405. 405. 405. Let's run this. So there you go. This is running at 30 frames per second. Okay, maybe I should make this bigger. Let me see. Find another size. Try 800 by 450. 800 by 450. 800 by 450. Save this. And that's a little better. I think that's yeah, that's a better size. Okay. First, created. Let's see. Let's go author. By Leif Parkman. You can use your own name there for yours. Copyright source code. Alright, it's not gonna be that advanced. Okay, so the virtual resolution, we want to set this to the same size, to 450. Okay. This sync rate is actually the frame rate. So if you change this to 60, it will look a lot better. Yeah, even this black screen looks a lot better now. Okay. Okay, that was a joke. Okay, so yeah, let's get some code and let's just start working with this. Let me turn off that print FPS. You don't actually need that. Save it. So I'm gonna go to the source code for the save the cat thingy, so we can use one of these assets. We can use the cat, or maybe we can use the let's try this car. So I'm just gonna copy this and let's find our project. What did we call our project? I forgot. It was called, what was it called? Let me see. Maybe I can just simply right click here and go to the project, go to media, and paste it here. Right now it's called Pink 1. I don't know why it's called Pink 1. I have no idea. So let's call this something more sensible. Something like car. There you go. It's a very complicated word there. So we need to load the sprite. So let's load the sprite, and I'm just gonna copy this here. Find the code to load the sprite for the car, and yeah, let's try this one here. Copy this, and maybe I should separate this here, because this really has nothing to do with anything. That's just like a setup. Just gonna ignore that code there, and our code really begins right here. Just need to load the sprite. Okay, now we don't need all this stuff here. Just kill this here. Let's call this car, and we are going to load the sprite car. Create a sprite. Actually, I don't think we need that there. And car. Let's see. We're gonna set this at a 0 of 0. 0 on the 0 on the X and 0 on the Y. Okay, let me just run this, see what happens. Okay, so we got an error message already. Let's see what's going on here. Cut this here. Okay. Let me just load the image. Okay, so that works fine. Should we animate this, I wonder? Just check here quickly. Now I don't have animations for the car, so I guess we can just simply just copy and paste this here. And instead of loading so many sprites, I'm going to load only one. Call this card. I could just call it sprite if I wanted to. Car, and this is going to be card.png. Okay, this is to play the animation. We don't actually have to play no animation. Okay, so this is to create the animation again. I missed that again. One second. Let's see. Oh, I forgot the chat is like. Let's see. 1 second. Un momento. We gotta load the sprite. Let me just load my project here from this side. Open project. There it is. Okay, here's the demo. Wait a second, how come it's not opening? One second. Sprites. Where did that go there? Alright, okay, so we're back. Maybe we can get going if I can stop coughing. Alright. So let's continue. We were going to load our sprite, yes. And where was the code for the sprite? Okay, so let's just paste this here. We gotta load the image first, so let me just get the code here. It's going to be our car. Okay. And let's create the sprite. It's gonna be what can we call the sprite? Car 1. It's gonna be create sprite. And I guess it will be car. And let's try it out. Okay, so there it is. I think we need a background. Let's make a background quickly. Well, not gray, because maybe we can use the same background for this. There we go. And we're gonna save it in our project, which is here somewhere. What do we call the project? Super example. So it's going to be a JPEG file, and I'm just gonna call this lay background. Save it. And yeah, let's load the background. Just copy this here, paste it, call it lay background. And let's run it. And now we have a background. Now let's bring down this car a bit lower here. Maybe I should make that road sort of blue, so the car will stand out. Colorize. Sort of bluish kind of color, or green. Run this, and that works not too bad there. So to move the vehicle, we are going to need more code. Okay, don't worry, you don't even have to do any coding. You can simply copy and paste this code. I can paste it on the chat screen. Okay, to move our car, let's see. Let me just bring out the code on this side here so you can see what's happening. Where's the code to move our vehicle? It just basically moves sprite, set sprite position. Let's copy this here. Take that out of the way. Now you need to put this code after the do, okay? Because anything that you put before the do runs only once. And everything you post here keeps happening constantly. Okay, so set sprite position. Our sprite is car 1. Okay, so we have to type here car 1, and we can set the position of the car. Let me see. There's the position of the car. Let's set it to maybe 200 on the Y. Oh, this is the X, this is the Y. There's our car. Now, we can make a variable here and call it car1 x equals 0. So that will be a variable. You can call this anything. You can call this bananas if you wanted to, and it will still work. So we can say that if car1 underscore x is less than 200. Let me do the traditional brackets for this. You don't have to, I don't think, in HK. You also don't need the squiggly brackets like this. In a lot of programming languages you need that. Okay, and in here is where you execute your code. I don't know if that will work in AGK. I'm just curious. I should probably try it out now, but yeah, let me see if it works. I don't think you need them. So we're gonna go car1 underscore x equals car1 underscore x plus 1. Okay, and let's see what happens. Oh, you don't actually need the squiggly brackets. Oh, you do need to end the if statement. End if, save it. Okay, it's not moving. So our current position is 200. Okay, so say if it's less than 400, and let me just set the position of the car before the do. So we set the position of the car only once. Actually, what we need to do is replace the X position for car1. That's what I forgot to do. I was wondering why I was leaving this here. Try it out, and that will make our car move. Okay, it moves 1 pixel at a time. Okay, so they reached the the position there, and I think you can just simply print this. Print car1 position. You can see the X coordinate of the car being printed out in the corner there. Very simple to do. Okay, so we want this to be, I guess we want to start the vehicle at the beginning of the level. We want to set it to 0 on the X, and maybe to, I don't know, maybe 150 on the Y. Try this again. Okay, 150. Try 350. That's what I meant. Not 3500. Try this again. A little higher. Let me print out the current position of the maybe not. Just let's bring them up higher. 450. Okay, okay, this is a... let me simply create another variable, because that's what's happening right now. Car 1, this is going to be the Y position at 0. So set this to 0 as well at the beginning. And we can simply set the initial position to 450. There we go, that should work. Oh wait, it won't work. Because we have to punch in the X coordinate here. That variable has to be on the Y. Try this again. Oh, where is our card? Our card has disappeared. Okay, let's set that to 0 for now to see where we are. Okay, so there we are. Let's set this to minus 150. Okay, that goes up. Just 150. Okay, so that works. So that should be, I want it to be around here, so maybe 200. Even lower. 250. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Let's see. So watch this meter here. So when this reaches, let me see. Set this to 1000. Okay, so maybe around 800. Okay. So let me create another if statement. So if the position of car or this variable is greater than 100, then we can simply set this variable back to 0 and if. Super simple, nothing complicated. So now this is going to wrap around the screen. There we go. But he sort of like pops out of nowhere here, so maybe we should start him off the screen. So let's make it this minus 150. Minus 150. Maybe we should start at minus 150 as well. Initial position is going to be minus 150. There we go. Run this. And there is our vehicle. It doesn't look much of a car. The wheels don't turn or anything. We could actually animate this, but we're not gonna bother right now. I'm going to do another video about that maybe in the afternoon. Or in the evening, I'd say. It's afternoon right now. Well, here it is. I mean, if you're watching this after this live stream, it could be anytime. I think that's why Benjamin says whenever you are or whatever you are. He likes Game Maker. Game Maker is good. The only thing I don't like about Game Maker is the fact that you have to pay for the exporters, especially with Game Maker Studio 2. You have to pay about I think it's $300 to be able to export to Android. With AGK2, you simply pay the price of the software, and you're entitled to export to Android and to iOS and HTML5, and this does exe files by default. Okay, so you don't need an additional exporter to be able to do that. Alright, so we got this working. Maybe it's a good idea to label this stuff. Okay, like let me just label this here and call it create car 1, and this will include the position of the car and the variable, so that way if I want to create another car I can simply copy this. Okay, now this is starting to get messy here, so let me just delete that there. And so I know this is only for car 1. I'm going to put this inside one comment. Wow, my nose is always plugged up. I don't know why. So let's call this car 1 movement, and this will be the whole point of the video, the warping part. This here will be the set position, so we can simply call this move car. Alright, so we can encapsulate this into a comment. Okay, so that way you know this code here moves car 1. Very, very simple. Okay, so let's load another car. I'm going to copy this here. You don't actually have to make a new sprite. You don't have to go to Photoshop and make a new sprite. You can simply paste this here. Oh, wait a second. I'm loading another background there. So load this here. This is just load background. New comment. Load background. Uppercase maybe. Load background. There we go. So let's see. So this should be load car 2. Or just car 2. Oh, it's called create card. Okay. Keep it consistent. Create card 1. So I'm going to load the same sprite, but I'm going to, well, not sprite, I should say image, because here we are creating another sprite. So this will be card 2. And oh, okay, so I can see how we can okay, very join Mafia Addict. Create most respected mafia in the world. Is that a spam message? I think it is. Okay. Yeah, so this is probably not going to work. Okay, let's call this something else, because we are going to get confused very, very quickly. Let me just delete that there. And let's just call this image 1. Okay, so this will be car 1, and this will be called image 1. So we want to position car 1, so that's fine there. So nothing to change, just that. Oh, we have a problem there. It should be image 1. Okay, that should fix it. And everything should work pretty much the same way. Close it there. And so now we can copy this and paste it. This will be image 2. It will load the same picture. So now we can call this car 2 and image 2. We can also have our own set of variables. Alright. This is one of the cool things about this, because if you were using a drag and drop engine, when you create the game, all this bunch of variables will get created anyways, even if you are not using them. So, and that sort of like it slows down your game eventually, having a lot of objects. And this is why in engines like AGK2 you can run games on very, very old cell phones or very slow devices, because you are only using what you actually need. Okay, right now I don't need more variables, so I'm not using them. So that's one of the beauty of not using drag and drop engines. Okay, there we go. That's our new sprite there. Yesterday we had a code there to change the color of it. Well, where is it? I don't remember things by heart. I actually just go by the code here. I just know that you can change the color. If I do a search, color. Here it is. It sets sprite color. Okay. And let's change the color of the sprite. Okay, that one sprite is car 2. Now this here it does it randomly. Okay, but you can do it manually. Let me just show you how that works. Actually, what this is, it's red, green, and blue. And I believe we have alpha at the end. Yeah, alpha. So that must be 4 zeros. So right now, let me see. Maybe there's no alpha in this. Maybe it's just RGB. We're missing one parameter. Let me just check here. Zoom out and see what parameters we have. I like the code hint. So we have our integer, the name of the sprite, or the name of the sprite, a red, okay, so we have, it should really be, let me just paste this again. Oh, I think I didn't copy the whole thing. I was pretty sure it included alpha. Maybe it doesn't. And the alpha channel is just the invisibility color or transparency. So let me see what we got here. So we got red, green, and blue. Okay, so and we do have a an invisible channel. So I was right. So why didn't it work? Let's try this again. So the sprite, it's what is the sprite? Card 2. And we got red, green, and blue. And our invisible channel or alpha channel, set that to 0 for now, or maybe 255. Try it, and I don't know why it didn't work the first time. So now it's just black because we have set that to the maximum intensity. So let's set this to maybe so this is red, green, and blue. The maximum color is at 255. Try it out. That should give us red. Now we have a red card. And that's why it's cool to set it to random, because that way you can have different different colors every time you run the game. So yeah, let's set this to random from 1 to 255, and we can do the same thing for all the other values. So now the card will start at a random color. There we go, now it's purple. Purple again. AGK loves purple. Okay, it's green now. Try this again. You have all sorts of random combinations, sort of brown or sepia color. Okay, I think you get the point. But if you want to, we can leave this to just red. Yeah, let's just make it red. I just wanted to show you that you can do that. Okay, so that's going to be 255 or red. Thank you. And run this. Oh, we have a problem. What is the problem? Okay, we forgot a comma there. A syntax error, which could happen to anybody. So there we go. There's our card there. So let's make our card move too. So all you have to do now is really just copy these and change these to card 2. Everything to 2. The position of the card, X and Y, and that should work fine. Or it's gonna make me a liar. Let's see what happened. What did we do here? Let's see. Okay, so this should be card 2. So now it should work. Oh no, the red card is down here. Why is it down there? And that is because we are setting it over there at the beginning, so same as the first card. So for the white position of this, he needs to be maybe at I don't know, maybe 50. Run this. There we go. Maybe a little higher there. 130. Okay, maybe lower. 180. Maybe that's too much. No, actually it has to come down more. Try minus 100. Minus 120. Okay, wait a second. Wait a second, I think we're making the same mistake again. On the Y position, why is the Y position not changing? The Y position is not changing because... Let me set that to 0, see if that is affecting that at all. Okay, that is affecting it. So, but I want it in the middle here. Come on, you come down. So set it to 100. Okay, so that's better. I like that. We could start this randomly. The X position, or we can increase this. Or we can set the speed of these cars randomly as well. No, that will make them be very jumpy. Okay. So what we can do is probably set this to random. Oops. What is my code for randomness? Here it is. So it's gonna be minus. What was it again? I have a terrible memory. 120 minus 120. So it's gonna be minus 120 minus 200. In between that number. We can do the same thing for the for car 1. There you go. So now they are going to begin at random positions, or at least I thought they would. Let's try it again. Okay, so they're not giving me random positions there for some reason. Let me undo that. Not giving me a random number. That should really work though, but I don't know what's going on there. Try this again. Okay. So I think we're getting somewhere here. Set this to maybe minus 200. So the first car is going to start after the red car. Let's watch what happens. There we go. So this here, when we reset the position, we can probably do a random number here. It didn't work on the at the beginning, but this should work here. Minus 120, minus 150. It should be from minus. Oh, okay, I know why it didn't work. Because these numbers are inverted. That's right. So it should be the smallest number first and the biggest number after. Okay, I get it now. I just realized that. So the smallest number should be minus 200 and the biggest number should be minus 150. Inverted numbers. Minus 150 is actually higher than the minus 200. Basic maths. Okay, let's do the same thing for the repositioning of the second card. Try this. Maybe we can do it at the beginning too, now that we have figured it out. And like I said, I don't know everything. I try to figure out things as I go. So let's see, the start position of this should be random. Try it out first. Okay, so that card started like way out here. Why did that happen? Try it again. Okay, the randomization is working. Let me just try. What's the really one? Let me see what's the number. So we have minus 200 there. Okay. Minus 200. 150. And let's set this at to 0, see what happens. Okay, minus 100. Minus 10. Minus 10, it goes over there for some reason. Let me try this. 10 to 100. See what we get. That works fine. 0 to 10. Try it a couple of times. So that works fine. So 0 to minus 100. Okay, so let's see. Let's try minus 200 to minus 10. Okay, so that's really not working. Let me just set that to minus 200 to begin with. Okay, it seems like it doesn't like the random number right at the beginning. Just have to wait for that to get to the end there. Okay, so now we're running into the same problem. Yep, we are running into the same problem. Let's see. No big deal. Why is it doing that? If it goes over 100, just set this variable to a random number. Let's see, why is it doing that? Well, for now, until we figure it out, we simply are going to set it to minus 200. And let's do this by 10, so it's going to happen super fast. That seems to work fine. Do the same thing for the second car. Set it to 11, super fast. And then we have the same problem that it's not reading the minus. So let's simply set it to minus 150. Let's see. Well, that works fine there. I gotta figure out why the random number is not working, but it should work. There must be something there. So let's add one more card to this so we can close the video. And yeah, it's weird how the random number is not working. So this will be card 3. We're using the same sprite. Oh, this will be image 3, card 3, image 3, and everything 3. The X and Y position. So for the X, let me set this to minus 300. Had to hard code it. And this will be maybe 400. And the color, we can set it to random as well. Scroll down. Actually, yeah, we have to scroll down, and this will be card 2. This here will be card 3. Found a couple of bugs, but I don't think they're bugs. I think that's there must be another way to do it. Maybe just directly set the sprite position to random, like a random number here. Maybe that's what's happening. I'll check it out later after I finish the live stream. Yeah, I was playing Paladin last night. It was pretty good. Sort of like Overwatch, except for it's free, and it's about the same thing. I really couldn't tell the difference. And I think that red car needs to come up a little higher. Let's see. Maybe 280 probably. Oh, that's the Y there. Maybe the 380. That's what I meant to say. So that works there. So now you just need something to walk in between here. Simulate traffic. That car shouldn't be red. Maybe let's make that car blue. So remember, this is a RGB. Okay, so the B stands for blue. So let's set that to 255. Now you can combine colors if you wanted to, but we are not going to do that. I have a blue color vehicle. Let's make one on top here, just so we can close the video, so we have 4 of them. So in the next video we can simply do something in between there, like maybe have a bunny just try to dash across the street, sort of like Frogger. Very basic. Another use for this code will be to create a star field, which I can probably do in the afternoon. I keep saying the afternoon. It is the afternoon already. Why do I keep saying that? I should say the evening. And I meant to finish that Game Maker Studio 2 RPG tutorial, which I am going to finish at one point. Set this up to maybe 50. And the color, we can make this one green just because we can. This would be the middle 0 there. Super green. Card 4. And the position of the vehicle at the beginning will be minus I don't know, 250 or something. Just because we can. So we got 3 cards. This is supposed to be card 3. Just paste this here. Call this a card 4. And I'm not really coding anything right now. I'm simply just changing the name of the variables. Okay. For a very repetitive code, no need to type it again. Now this here, make it slower, like maybe 8. So that should work. Try it out. Okay, so maybe that card needs to come up a bit higher. Set that to 20 on the Y. Whoa, even lower probably. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna set it to 0. See what happens. I think 0 works. So there you go. That's our traffic, our simulated traffic. This video, I think it's titled "Warp Around the Screen" or something like that. I can't remember what I called the video. Yeah, so multiple applications for this. You could use the same code for bullets. Okay, so you don't need to create a new new bullets every time you when you shoot something, when you shoot an object. You can simply reposition it back somewhere, so that way you save a lot of memory. No need to create a bunch of objects every time. And as I mentioned, that tool can be a star field tool as well. I should do that later on today. So that's it, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. Okay, if you're in the live stream, yeah, if you're watching this later, welcome to the end of the video. I think I said that backwards. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Oh yes, I should, before I finish this, I should just mention this again about the Spark store. This is where I'm going to post all the code for Educate. Okay, the code that I create. Okay, not the code you can find in the game packs, which is let me just show you what that is. Which is under the DLC packages. This is game pack 1, and in the previous video we actually used this code here, Attack of the Crows. We used that to create another game, but that source code I can't give you the source code because it's part of the this DLC. You actually have to get this on the Steam store. Now this code here, you don't get it at the Steam store. You can simply download it from here. It's a pay what you want store. So if you want to contribute to the channel, you can download the source code. Yeah, so that's a good way to contribute to the Sparkman channel. Alright, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.